What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful day. I hope everyone is healthy and well. I hope your day was fulfilled with nothing but positivity. Today, we'll be doing something a little different than normal. I know we usually react to videos, but today I took it upon myself to go ahead and try this Canadian knowledge test. Now, this was highly recommended by my Canadian supporters. And I don't really appreciate the comments. I was putting in recommendation links and stuff, in the comment section. And Strac, if you don't pass this, by the way, you're not a Canadian. You lose your Canadian citizenship, as a matter of fact. What do you mean by I lose my Canadian citizenship? You're revoking my citizenship if I fail this, bro? I click on the source. The source says the same thing. If you fail this, you're not Canadian, by the way. What? So I feel like, okay, I feel like my reputation's put on the line a little bit. Yes, I'm taking this serious. We're taking it to heart. We're taking this to heart, baby. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on. They recommended this video. I don't know, thinking what? I don't know what they was thinking. Maybe he gonna fail. Let's show him out or something. But I'm about to show you out, brother, if that was your plan, But thank you for the recommendation. We getting competitive already, man. What cartoon was born? Wait, what? I can't even read. What cartoon character was based on a Canadian black bear? Winnie the Pooh. We all know that, baby. Why you put Baloo right here? Like that was gonna throw me off. What products do Canadians eat more than people in other countries? Is this a trick question? I want to go with maple syrup and honey, but I remember a video from maybe like 9, 10 months back, and it was talking about different entrees and stuff that you guys enjoyed a lot, and it was like mac and cheese, and it was like cheese and pasta, stuff like that. Cheese and pasta is like valid. I eat cheese with my pasta. That's not really a normal thing that people do. They put Parmesan over it. My fat behind is getting all into the ingredients and the cheeses and stuff, bro. Pick the cheese and pasta. What pizza was invented in Kent? You're playing with me. You're playing with me now. Cause now you're playing with me. I want to pick macaroni, but I don't know. Now macaroni pizza is kind of OD. It don't get that deep. I've never heard of no macaroni pizza. That would have been the first thing I've ever heard of. When I reacted to like Canadian videos in the beginning of this journey, we would have definitely learned about this in the beginning. I remember something about the Hawaiian pizza though. It's only because of the pineapples I remember. It's looking good for me right now, baby. What, we three deep right now? We three in. Which animal? Here we go with the BS questions. I've always got some BS questions in here that I don't know. I don't live there. I'm not a resident. Which animal causes about 250 car accidents in Canada every year? I don't. A goose, a bird? Maybe because people like to dodge it and be flying into like or they be walking across the street. Yet again, they're slow animals. How can you miss it? You got to be blind if you hitting these. Reindeers and bears. I'm gonna have to go between the reindeers and the bears. Now, considering, don't make fun of me, guys. Look, now this is between us, me, you guys. Supporters and Strac. I ain't really know too much about reindeers. I used to think that they were like, fictional. I wasn't really thinking too much of reindeers. I ain't never see reindeers before. I see the deer. We got deers, but I ain't see a reindeer. What's the difference? I'm thinking it's something, fiction. Never seen one a day in my life. Now, I'm aware that these are some things, these big animals. This breed is crazy. Like what is messing with a reindeer? Okay, let's not get sidetracked. But like look at the antlers. We call these antlers. Who's messing with a reindeer? I don't even know if reindeers are really aggressive like that. I'm gonna go with reindeer, considering how big they are. Considering that they might be just as stupid as our deers out here. They just run out as soon as they see that headlight. They look at you like they got no common sense, like you did something wrong. And they stare at you or they leap out the wrong times and stuff. I'm going with reindeer, guys. It's definitely ain't no bear. A car accident with a bear? Come on. If anything, the bear is to tear up your car. You know what I'm saying? It ain't this. It's a reindeer. It's a reindeer. I was gonna say it's not a bear. A bear is vice versa. That bear for to put you to a situation. What city in Canada has two exclamation marks in the same name? How am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know that? I never learned about the type of cities in Canada. I never learned about the different cities like these cities. I don't know what Westward Ho is. I know Edmonton. I don't know Osha Wawa. St. Louis do haha. I'm only going with this one because of the fact of okay, so wah wah or wham wham. We don't know what this means. Why would you need an exclamation at the end of it? Ha ha sounds like you're laughing, you know? It's a reference towards a laughing. I'm going with this because it makes more sense. Common sense, is if you don't know, sometimes common sense is really common. Like Ed, exclamation mark, Munton, exclamation, come on. Westward Ho, exclamation mark. What are we exaggerating it for? What are we emphasizing this for? Like we Osha Wan Wan or Wan Wan? Bro, it's St. Louis do haha. That's what I'm That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, it's St. Louis do haha. Like, come on, bro. Some license plates on cars in northern Canada are made in the shape of which animal? I seen this polar bear. A lot of people got the polar bear ones. Very big popular one. Somebody had a beluga whale. It was like probably custom though. Majority of people probably got like the default. It's a polar bear. We're gonna call that the default because that's what majority of people got. Like it looked just like there's different colors and stuff too. The only dessert in Canada is located. Oh, not. I gotta start reading fast. See, that fast, I could have messed myself up. The only desert, not dessert. Dessert has two S's. The only desert in Canada is located where? See, that question I do know. Now, dessert, I probably would have been screwed and picked the wrong one on this. Guess it's something crazy. British Columbia. British Columbia. I like how they add pictures. Look at this. I like how this reminds me of like Arizona, kind of, I like how they really add pictures on this. Like, what dessert do Canadians consume more than people in other countries? Well, people in the UK really like consume pies and stuff. So it's definitely not that. You see, this is a benefit. This is exactly benefit. This is what I deserve. This is what I get for reacting to other countries. Good for me. I'll go with donut, Tim Hortons and stuff, It's not a pie. I'm going with donuts. Ice cream and cheese. Well, you do like ice cream. I did watch a video on that. So you guys really do enjoy ice cream? I don't hear people talk about it. Tim Hortons. I'm thinking Tim. There we go. I'm thinking Tim Hortons. What Canadian city is the northernmost permanently inhibited place in the world? Excuse me? I gotta read that again. What Canadian city is the northernmost permanently inhibited place in the world? What's inhibited mean? Gosh. Forgive me. This is how I expand my vocabulary and become more intellectual as a young man. Forgive me for looking this up. Unable to act in a relaxed and natural way because of self-consciousness or mental alert. I'm going with alert just because of that. I mean, common sense is common sometimes. Keto? Common sense is common sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Alert. NWT? Fill in a blank. According to an old Toronto law, it's illegal to drag a dead. It's obviously not a person. Well, it is illegal. It's illegal to drag a dead person down Yawn Street on Sundays. I don't know this one, guys. I don't know this one, guy. It's illegal, Toronto. It's illegal to drag a dead blank down Yawn Street on Toronto on Sundays. Drag, drag. Is that like? Are we being a little dramatic with the words? Because when you say drag, A dead blank? I'm thinking like an animal is walking you, like you're sitting on a carriage and a horse or something is walking you, and you're dragging this dead, tired, lazy animal down the road forcefully, but not literally. I think is this trick? Is this trick? Is it mule or is it horse? It could be moose. Oh my! We're gonna come back to this one. We're go- That's the last question. I tried to run away from it. That's the last question. I just tried to run away from it. Oh my gosh. This right here is what's about to determine my perfect score, bro. And it's finna piss me off. Come on, bro. According this is probably the fastest, guys, 10 minutes. And I was talking in between. This is the fastest I have ever completed a quiz test in my life. Listen, in my life. That's how you know I really know this stuff. Because in school, I was like the last person. Always like the last person finished. Still get a good score, but I need the whole class plus a little extra afterwards. Gotta hold the teacher after class. I'm sorry. It's your career. You love it. You know what I'm saying? You can give me more time. You want to be here. Oh, man. I want to go with mule. I want to go with moose. Then I want to go with horse. According to an old Toronto law. Old Toronto? Wait a minute. Old Toronto. To drag a dead. Playing with me. What does that say? What does that say? What does that say? What's that say? 10, 10, 10, 10 score. You are definitely a Canadian. And guess what? I'm not even Canadian. Not even Canadian. 10, 10 score. Perfect score. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on. You thought you could show me out? Hmm? You thought you could show me out? It was only about 2 questions, I'm not gonna lie, that got me. Now I know majority of these you probably my head look like that. It's like a cone. Now I know majority of y'all probably expecting me to fail this and to show out and to really show my true American self, huh? That's what y'all was hoping. You was praying on my downfall, wasn't you? I'm not gonna lie, my heart did drop. I think like the third, fourth question, I thought it was gonna start getting harder and harder and start jumping into some things that I just absolutely had no idea about, and I did not want to mess up. I didn't want to mess this up. So we're gonna take this as like an easy test. Please feel free to recommend some harder ones, guys. There's only 2 questions that really tricked me on this one. So y'all gotta come harder. Y'all gotta come with something harder, baby. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm coming with that dynamite. Y'all gotta come harder. You gotta come harder than that. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on. Thank you so much for joining me today, man. 10-10 score. I'm keeping this up with the computer for the rest of the night. It's like a reward, achievement for myself because I feel proud. 2 of those questions I truly did not know. And then there was like 2 more questions that were tricky, but then I kind of pretty much knew like, okay, no, it's not that one. And it really is a benefit reacting to other countries around the world. And this is where it comes, guys, having knowledge about other countries. And that is exactly how I was able to get through this test today. Because, some things were like popular in other countries, like the pie. That's popular in the UK. A lot of people do the traditional pies and stuff, and cobblers and everything and peach pies. But in Canada, and I said Canada. I almost said Canada. That was crazy. It's crazy how the mind works. Canada? That's crazy. You guys in Canada, y'all like the donuts. You see? That I could have easily mixed that up. I could have easily mixed that up if I was like, wait, what country was? Oh my gosh, definitely benefits to this, guys, and I'm so thankful and happy I'm on this journey, especially with you guys. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on. This wouldn't have been possible without the love and support from you guys, the education, all of the schooling me over the time on all my channels and stuff. It wouldn't have been possible. It wouldn't have because I guarantee you, I probably would have got a 6 out of 10. Realistically, I probably would have got a 6 out of 10 if those 4 tricky ones knocked me off. 100%, I would have got a 60. That's a fail. Ew. Ew. Everyone stay safe. Feel free to check out the Twitch down below in the description. Forget to check out. Feel free to follow the Twitch. Stay safe, everyone.